everybody. I am going to show you how to make a upside down fire. And upside down fires are pretty awesome. They're pretty much windproof and they burn forever. They're really easy to start, and after you do it once, you will probably never try and build a TP fire or one of the other kind of fires ever again. So without further ado, forgive the bugs if you do see us moving around. And here we go. So we got our fire pit, and we're lucky to have fire pit and dry wood and things like that, but you know, this does work pretty easy without. So I'll just show you, and then you guys get to practice yourself and have fun. So we're going to take our wood, and then alright, and so what you want to do is you want to find all the big wood that you have, the biggest wood you have, and the densest wood you have. And you want to use that for your base. So I'm going to take these and stack them next to each other. I'm going to go, I guess, we'll go four wide. Then we're going to make a hell of a fire. This thing's going to be rip-roaring before you know it. Alright, so then you take your next layer, try and find like the long, skinny ones. And you stack them, going the opposite way, and then you take your smallest ones yet, and go one more across the top. So it's an upside down pyramid, more or less. And then, you know, I start taking a bunch of little sticks and brush and bark and stuff and adding to it. So the idea is you go from the biggest to the smallest, with the very, very smallest being on top, which is kind of like the exact opposite of traditional teepee campfire that people teach in like Boy Scouts and stuff. Yeah, so you just get a nice, good little layer, and then start peeling off some of the really small stuff. You know, if you can find sticks or twigs, go for it. I'm just going to de-limb this little log here, if I can get them. Alright, and so break these up nice and small. Get some going. I have like a couple receipts, tissue, and voila, and maybe another tissue if you got it. And then your matches, which we all know how to use by now, I hope. And so just get the fire going. And what actually happens is, because all the loose stuff's on top, the loose kindling and everything, it gets tons of air and burns really quick and really good. And it starts up right away. And so you just let it do its thing. Let it sit for a second, and it starts dying down, you start giving it some good oxygen. It actually works better when it's windier, more windy. And there you go, in about 3 minutes this thing will be rip-roaring and ready to keep you hot and make you food and do whatever else you need to do. So, see, as the wind picks it up, it actually helps our cause here. You just, you know, if you can, you add a few more little pieces, but pretty soon it does just fine on its own. And what happens is, as it all burns, it falls onto itself, so it burns completely. Like there's no remnants, or the coals are very small because it just keeps burning away into nothing. And so what you get is a really hot, really intense fire that lasts a really long time because you're getting all the energy out of it you can possibly get out of all the wood. And so now you just give it, your 2-3 minutes, and away you go. So here we are about 3 minutes after striking the match, maybe 4 now, and you can see it's all the loose stuff at the top is catching fire and having a go at it. And if it were windier, this would actually help us a lot more, because the more the wind blows, the faster it wants to eat up all this loose stuff. As you can see, the wind's blowing right now, kind of a little breeze. But when you give a good puff, or a good little breeze, then it really starts to take off real quick. So I'll come back in about 5 more minutes to show you, as it starts burning itself down and catching this next level of. So this is about 5 minutes, and as you can see, I added just a couple of little more pieces of sticks to just keep fueling what was going on top. And as you can see, it started to actually burn down into the second layer of logs there. And the more the wind picks up and the more things below or you breathe into the fire, the better it gets. So when you live near somewhere where it's really windy, like us in Fargo, or on the north shore of the Lake Superior, where we've had a fire just like this with 10 to 20 mile an hour sustained winds right on the shore, and it burns super well and for a really long time. So definitely go out and try it, and see how you can do yourself. And I'm sure it's really easy to figure out. So this is probably 20 minutes after we lit the match, and I added the last 2 logs from that bundle just on top, and away you go. This thing's got a lot of life left in it, and sure it'll still be burning here by the time we go to bed in the next 2 hours. So we're about 45 minutes after we lit the match, and the fire is definitely cooking pretty good. The whole thing is fully engulfed and kicking off some major heat. The mutt at our feet's enjoying it too. Lindsay and I reading books. I'm reading Delivering Happiness by Tony Shea. It's pretty awesome. I recommend it. Once again, the fire that never fails.
Hey everyone, and so we had a successful night of camping and fires and s'mores and all that good stuff. And this morning I came out and knocked around a few of the coals for the fire and threw a couple sticks on there, and away we go. A fire again, same match, same wood, same everything. So 1 match and 10 hours of fire, or more. I don't know exactly, but it's pretty awesome. Best fire you can ever have.